Today, we're going to be talking about the who, what, when, where, why, and how of PCSing to Hill Air Force Base in Utah. So if you fall into that boat and you're relocating to Hill Air Force Base, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to the end of the video to get all the tips that we have. Before we dive into answering all these questions, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We want to make sure that you're aware of all things when it comes to living in Utah, especially if you're going to be making this your home while you're stationed here. So please hit that subscribe button, the bell notification, so you can be notified about all things living in this great state of Utah. Diving into it though, first we're going to take a look at the who. Obviously, if you're being stationed at Hill Air Force Base, probably have something to do with the United States Air Force. We just want to say thank you for your service. Really do appreciate it. I have a lot of family that is involved in active duty, and so from the bottom of our hearts, we really do appreciate all of your service and everything you do for this country to help keep our freedoms safe. Going over a couple quick whats, because there are going to be a few people that aren't familiar with what PCSing is. PCSing stands for permanent change of station. There's two different things as well that we want to go over with the what, as far as what you can do with the move when you're PCSing to Hill Air Force Base. You can do a PPM, which is a personally procured move, also known as a do-it-yourself or a ditty. So you can take care of that. If you do that, you can be reimbursed from the military. The key to that is you just got to make sure that you are weighing the moving truck or the moving trailer before, like after you've got all your stuff loaded up, and then you've also got to do a weigh-in after you've unloaded everything. So that's how you're going to get reimbursed for a ditty. And then the other option too is you can have the government provide movers and help you do it that way. Looking at that, once you receive your orders to PCS out to Hill Air Force Base, when should you start contacting people to know how you're going to move here? And that's one that I actually reached out to one of my past clients who did PCS here to Hill Air Force Base. Appreciate Bill Brown and his tips and advice on this one. He said the biggest shocker to them was the when, as far as like when they should find housing and when they should focus on that. So right when he got his change orders, maybe spent a couple days before he had reached out. And when he finally did reach out to the base for on-base housing and a rental on base, he found out that there was a huge wait list. And because of that, they actually ended up living in a hotel for 30 plus days because there was a giant wait list for housing. So if you're going to rent, you're going to try and stay on-base housing. You definitely want to get a hold of them quickly. If you're going to be looking for rent options off of the base, the best sources for that are the KSL.com's classified section. Online, that's one of our classified, our news outlets. They have a lot of homes for rent posted there, and that's where most of the landlords or the owners are posting their homes for rent. Rentler.com is another good option, as well as the major sites such as Zillow and Realtor.com. Those are going to be your best options if you're looking to rent. However, if you're looking to buy a house, reach out to us, contact us, and we'll go over a lot of that with you as far as the process and when we can get you started on all of that. Now, whether you're renting or buying, I have a lot of people call me and ask me where should they be living if they want to be within close proximity to the base. I'll give you the list right now. Clearfield, Clinton, Roy, South Ogden, Layton, West Point, and Syracuse. Those options are going to keep you all within like a 10-minute drive of the base to any one of the gates. There are other cities that you can expand further out, but I would recommend one of those just to keep you close to the base so it's easy commute on and off. If you were asking me which of those were my personal favorites, I would say West Point or Syracuse. I really like the feel of those communities, more of a small town feel. If you want more information about Syracuse or West Point living, we've got multiple videos on our YouTube channel here that will help you understand what it's like to live in those cities and in the area. You might be asking yourself, what's the why question, right? Well, we know the question's not why are you coming here? The reason you're coming here is because you've got a change order, right? You've got to come here, not really an option for you to choose to come here. So we love having you. The question I want to answer with why though is why buy instead of rent? And the biggest reason why you would look at buying a house here in Utah versus renting, before I even answer that, is I would ask you a question. Do you think you're going to be here for 2 years or more? If you think you're going to be here for 2 years or more, then I would strongly consider that you buy a home instead of rent, because you're able to gain equity in the home. And Utah is the #1 fastest growing state population wise, as well as we're one of the top 5 states for home appreciation. If you want more info on those statistics and everything, again, check out one of our other YouTube videos. We've got a lot of market updates on there and things of that nature. But if you're going to be here less than 2 years, you probably want to rent, because if you sell that home before you've lived in it for 2 years, there could be some additional tax repercussions that you're going to pay higher taxes on that sales price. And one of the biggest questions is the how. How do I make all this happen? Moving sucks. It just does. Moving's not fun. There might be some exciting aspects of moving, but the actual move, packing up all your stuff, trying to find a new place to live, all of that just sucks. So answering that question, how do we do this and how do we do this smoothly? You contact me. I've been here. I've helped multiple people buy homes in the area around Hill Air Force Base. I've lived within 10 minutes of Hill Air Force Base my whole life. Born and raised here, know the area really well. So reach out to me, tell me your situation, tell me your timelines, tell me your must-haves for the new house, what you're looking for school-wise, what your family's like, what you guys like to do for fun on the weekends. We want to know it all. We want to know all about you so we can help you find the best place to live near Hill Air Force Base and make this transition as easy as possible. We want to take the suck out of moving. So please reach out to me. You can comment below, call me, text me, slide into our DMs, whatever floats your boat. We'll have our contact information in the comments section as well so that you can reach out to us. And we're really just going to take as much of the stress and problems off your plate as we can. Again, we are very grateful for your service, and so we want to give back the best we can. Like I said, we've helped tons of people with VA loans, lots of military families move here and then also sell their homes here and move on to the next station. So please give us that opportunity to help you out. If you're buying a home, we're going to be able to help you. If you're selling a home, we're going to be able to help you. If you're looking to rent, we can still advise you on good areas to be in and then steer you in the right direction to get that rental assistant that you need. Thanks.